Hello, Marie-Françoise. I just want to share with you how much I admire and respect the woman that you are, because you were the example of a woman that has her finances together, her life together in a way where she has the freedom to live the kind of life that she's always wanted. And I admired that about you. And when I met you, I wholeheartedly remember feeling that's what I want for myself. So I'm excited to hear about your workshop, which deals with, I'm just going to read the title here. You say, free yourself from your emotional patterns and discover your life's mission. And when I read that title, I thought it was huge because freedom is a high core value of mine. And anyone that talks about ways to be more free in your life, to experience adventure, to experience honoring yourself, yeah, and finances, everything, I'm always up for that. But I know this didn't come necessarily overnight for you. You've had many years of experience with this kind of conversation and topic. So can you tell us a little bit about who you are? How did you show up this way? How did you become the amazing woman that you are?
Thank you so much, Patti. My God, my background is really business, I would say. I started my life with an MBA and, worked for a few people to start with, but then right away went to work for myself. And I was always, like you said, driven by this feeling of, okay, how do I want to be free from the system, free from doing what I want when I feel like it, or instead of having to be in a schedule. So I explored a lot of personal development along the way of me being in business, doing real estate, doing financials, doing a lot of lending, through many modalities that I learned in my MBA. But I was really always driven by this feeling of how do I break free, really how do I become the highest version of myself so I can contribute, I can give back. Life is not just about making money and then retiring. This was not possible for me to think about that. There's got to be something more to life. So I explored a lot of modalities in personal development, from NLPs to feng shui to meditation. I became a coach for actually Peak Potential. You may know of them. Done all their courses, and they actually hired me to coach their people for many years. Then, I developed my own practice over time. And about 4 years ago, I had this big breakthrough about, okay, how can I continue loving what I do, which is helping people in their human potential, but instead of doing it part-time, because I still was so busy 24 hours a day with all kind of projects in real estate that I was involved with. How can I shift this to a more passive income way of living so I can dedicate my life to my passion? And so that's what happened. Actually, I became a private lender. I mean, for me, private lending was very logical after doing real estate. And, you are only on the other side of real estate by doing lending. So the same people that are asking for money, I was one of those people before. Yeah. And so by doing that has freed up an amazing, tremendous amount of time. And like, okay, what am I going to do with all this time? So, obviously this has led me to over and over questioning, what is my why? What is my why? What is my why? Because the why is so important. The how, you can worry about it later. But once you have the why, the how is going to be easy. If you don't have your why, you're just going to focus on the how all the time, and you're never going to be satisfied, because at the end, the why is never there, because there's going to be something else and something else and something else. So I call it the great illusion.
Beautiful. So what is your why now?
What is my why? I have actually this big project of mine that I've been dreaming of for many years, and it's finally taking shape through a land that I am in the process of purchasing. And my idea is to develop sort of an eco-village where we would have different parcel of land, each of us, And then we're going to have common areas with yoga, personal growth, conferences, different workshops, permaculture, because the nature is obviously part of the main focus of the project. So having ways to be and become self-sustainable. So that's actually very big to my heart. And what is big to my heart as well, and has been for many years, but more than ever, is actually my contribution to the animals on the planet. So I do a lot of I dedicate a lot of my financials to some of, causes like Soy Dog in Thailand, or, SPCA. I've got ARCA in Mexico. There is so many different dog shelters that need support right now. And so that's actually my big why when I do workshops or when I do coaching. A large part of those funds go to my those causes that are dear to my heart. And I travel to those places as well. I'm not just giving the money to them. The only place that I haven't traveled to is Thailand, to that particular one, but I've been following all their videos. But the ARCAs, the SPCA, I go there, I volunteer myself also some of my time to SPCA. I do believe that animals in the planet are teaching us unconditional love. And I do believe that that's what Mother Earth needs the most right now, is to come back to that place of love and connection that we've lost, unfortunately, over time.
Right. Well, beautiful. That's great. The why is so important because it is the motivation and the fuel for us to take any action, or else, as you said, why do we do the grind? We need that, right? We need our why. Good. So tell me more about this wonderful workshop of yours where it is titled as Free Yourself from Your Emotional Patterns and Discover Your Life's Mission.
Well, actually, this is exactly what we were just talking about. I figured that this workshop would start the process from heart of finding our why. This is all about finding our why. Finding our why is not easy because we do have to clear the past. Sometimes we know it's buried under a lot of emotional patterns, and unfortunately it's been covered by all that bad grass. If I was going to put an image of a garden, there is a lot of bad grass. If you want to put flowers or see the flowers that are coming out of there, you gotta remove the bad grass. So we're gonna be digging into a little bit of our childhood patterns. We're gonna be unraveling our emotional patterns in this workshop. And once we've done so, some of it may have been healed and some of it still needs to be healed. Everybody has a different path. But at least it's gonna show us, okay, oh, that's what I've been doing all along. That's what's been going on and recurring. The pattern is still there. It's different people, it's different situation, but I'm still living the same thing over and over and over again. So to find our why, this is the first step. The second step of the workshop, the second part, is going to be revealing our life mission from there. It's a specific actually process that was given by my mentor Satyen, by his mentor, and actually I'm offering it right now. This is actually a very fun process because we're going to be writing on a piece of paper. So people are going to have 7 pieces of paper ready. We're going to be writing things, and eventually you're gonna get to that why. You're going to get to that place where, in order for me to go on to my next step in life, I need to give back. And you're going to know exactly what is it that you need to give back, which is your greatest gift. That's what this workshop is all about. So I'm very excited to offer it because to me, when I did this process, it changed my life. It really did.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Amazing. So when will this be taking place? It sounds like it's a really full workshop with a lot of processing going on. And so when will you be doing it?
I'm going to be offering it on June 2nd. And actually, I'm sorry, on June 5th, it's going to be a Friday. And we're going to be doing between 2 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is when it's going to take place. Yes.
Awesome. I think you're going to have an Eventbrite sort of set up for all this where people can actually register for it, and you'll be giving the time and the details of it and the cost that's
Yeah.
involved, etc.